Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yeah, that's even better. The direct line. Can you hear it? I can't hear it though. Now I can hear. Water. So the rhythm is like 2/4, not 4/4. So try listen. Melody's still the same, but it's the rhythm I changed it. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. 2/4 now. Well, listen. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Madhava Giridvaradari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridvaradari. Shodhanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Shodhanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Jamuna Tira Vanachari. Jamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridvaradari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridvaradari. Yashoda Nandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashoda Nandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashoda Nandana Brajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Bonachari Jamuna Tira Bonachari Jaya Rama Mama Kunyamiyad Chap, there we go. Jaya Radha Maruma Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Varlama Girit Varanari Gopi Jana Varlama Girit Varanari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hold up! Hold up! Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Haribo, go to Haribo, go to Haribo, go to Haribo. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Go Premanande, Haribo, go to Haribo, Haribo. Now Vishnupad, Paramhams, Paribhakacharya, Storatara, such a Sri Srimad, Divine Grace. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. All glories to the Semi devotees. All glories to the Semi devotees. Hare Krishna. Jai Radhe. Boy, that was pretty sick. That was sweet. That was sweet. Although my voice is shot. You know, I've been traveling pretty much nonstop for the past 3 years. Oh, sure, go ahead. Sure. I'm sorry, I got to follow the rules. You have to introduce first. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. After this very enthusiastic kirtan of His Grace Shambhu Prabhu, let us very enthusiastically welcome him to Shri Radha Vrindavan Chandra Temple by chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. So Prabhuji is born in Stuttgart, Germany in 1958 and is the son of a carrier military soldier, the middle child of 7. And so in the summer of 1973, in the famous childhood neighborhood of Riggs Park, Washington, D.C., when he was just 15 years old, he came under the tutelage of Sriman Balakdas Prabhu, and Prabhuji decided to become a disciple of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, and he decided to join the Sankirtan army of Srila Prabhupada. And ever since, Prabhuji has been extensively traveling and preaching all over the world, and also extensively preaching in India and distributing Srila Prabhupada's books and Srila Prabhupada's message. And also, of course, the special feature of his preaching is his wonderful musical talents, and he has been singing various songs and music in both the conventional, traditional instruments, and so enthusing so many hundreds and thousands of people all over the world to take up to Krishna consciousness. We're very honored to have you with us here, Prabhuji. So let us once again welcome Shambhu Prabhu by chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Jai, glory to Srila Prabhupada. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto His divine grace, Nitya Leela Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa, Paribhakacharya Stodatada Satya Shri Srimad, His divine grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who by his blessings and grace, nothing here or myself or any of us would take place by his mercy. He is the direct embodiment of the blessings and mercy of our Param Gurus, His Divine Grace, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, and His Divine Grace, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur Prabhupada. You see, there's two systems in the world. Top down and bottom up. And most of the people in this world, 98% actually, they follow what's called bottom up. Well, what do I mean by that? Top down, bottom up. Anybody know? Come on, don't be shy. Say it. What do you say? What is it? Yeah, that's true, but what do I mean by that? The two systems, 98% of the time, people in the world, bottom up means they interpret and follow what they understand, what they think, what I think. It's what I'm thinking about. How I interpret everything that comes in my way. Most people do that. They don't follow authority. Top down is when you have evam param param praptam mam rashoidu kalanena. What's the verse? Mahato Parantapa. We follow the instructions of the acharyas, what they say. That was what really impressed me. You know, you see this picture here? The picture here, it's in the book. This is in Brooklyn, 1973. Prabhupada was coming to Brooklyn. So we had to run, because he was coming in within a few days. So we had to hurry up. The whole temple had to bound it together to get it ready. And in Brooklyn at the time, before this picture, they had the, if you've seen any of the old photos of New York Brooklyn Temple, they had a different Vyasa sign with looked like a lotus flower. They looked like lotus petals. The pillars had the shape of lotus. So they replaced that with this one. But it was a quick job. It wasn't really thought out. And you can't see it now, but after this picture, there was a devotee standing there holding it. He was holding the Vyasa sign because Prabhupada was sliding off. He was sliding off to keep him from, so he was holding it to keep him from falling. And see that brahmachari in the back, way in the back, that's yours truly. I was 15 years old at that time. I had just left Washington, D.C., I feel like a few months earlier, and came to Brooklyn. Of course, there was a time period in the country when that type of activity could go on. Nobody's going to allow no 15-year-old kid to leave the city and join a yoga organization. It makes my parents look like they was completely irresponsible, which really wasn't, but that's just how it was set up that way. But 2 years after that, I came to Bhagavatam when I traveled around and preached with Gargamuni's party. And so Prabhupada really liked that party. He really liked us traveling all over. We was all traveling all over India, all over this country, preaching. Pretty much the same thing I'm doing right now, just all over the place. And so I had promised Prabhupada that I would come back to India, but I didn't know when I was going to do that. That was a promise I made within my heart, because after he left, many things transpired. Of course, I'm not going to talk about that, but within my heart, I knew I was going to do that because he wanted me to do it. And so, by his blessings, I came up with this project, which I did not plan. This is not planned. This whole project was not planned. It was not something I sit down, I'm going to put a book together. I'm a musician, not no book writer. And so what happened was, some God brothers and us, we would get together every year and study Prabhupada's books and the Vaishnava Acharya's literature. And then one year, this subject matter was about anyone who has taken birth as a human being in India, Bhagavatam. And so since I was living here during Prabhupada's time, that subject matter intrigued me. So I decided to research more what Prabhupada said about this verse. Anyone's taking birth as a human being, Bhagavatam. And I kept doing it, and I kept doing it, and I kept doing it, kept doing it. And I was sharing it with some devotees, God brothers and sisters, and they kept saying, sounds like a book. I said, no, it's not a book. It's just my research. And I kept doing it, and they kept saying, sounds like a book to me. And then I had to accept what they're saying, because it really was a book. And I had my own title for the book. I was attached to the title too. But one God brother said to me, why don't you use a quote from Prabhupada instead of your quote? I couldn't argue with that. I couldn't argue with it. I said, okay. That was attached to my title. My title was Unfortunate and Fortunate Souls by the Bhumi. So the first two quotes that came up that I came up with was, anyone who's taken birth as a human being in India by the Bhumi. And the second one was, not the cats and dogs, but those who are taking human form. So those two quotes I really liked. So what I wanted to do was put the first one on the top, in the front, and put the other one on the back. But then that didn't work neither, because I did my PR research in America, and immediately when I presented this to Americans, they immediately identified this is for Indians because of the word India. And then when I presented not the cats and dogs, but those who take a human form, then everybody will identify with that because they know that they're a human being. So instead of doing that, I broke it down into, instead of one big book, just two. And I put this one together for one. And all this whole project was on a learning experience, because I'm not like I said, I don't know anything about writing books or anything like that. But Prabhupada inspired me. But the information is what inspired me. Because most people in this great land, they don't have a clue how fortunate they are taking birth as a human being in this land of Bharat Bhumi. You know, I try not to say India anymore. It's Bharat Bhumi. They have no idea how fortunate they are. And even the devotees, let me ask you, have you ever heard Prabhupada speak about, have any of my godbrothers spoke to you about Prabhupada speaking about 50% birth, 50% birth right? Have you? Has anybody ever heard that? 50% birthright. Have you ever heard that? Nope. And no one? See? Devotees don't even know that neither. That's how fortunate you are. You have this is such a profound process that Prabhupada's given us. And it takes 8,400,000 different species to get the human form of life. That you know. You've heard that before. But to take birth in Bharat Bhumi, it is understood that you've put in the work. You put in the time, because it was agata sukriti by your activities in the karmatic activities. You cannot take birth as a human being in this land without putting the work. It's just the truth. You know, it may sound like I'm trying to make you feel good, but it's just the truth. But if you don't use or take advantage of the opportunity, there's no guarantee you'll get another one. He said by 50% birthright. In other words, you don't have to do anything, and you've already have 50% done. All you have to do is the other 50%. Who would want to do the other 50%? If you already did the 50, and all you have to do is the other 50, then no more birth. That's how easy. Then with the speak of devotees, some are up in the 70 and 80%. And they got to do the 20. And they allow the 20% to get them all bogged down and, Prabhu, I got to do this service. I want to do this. Can I, if I can get another service in another country or another place, I want to go. You know, I'm hearing all the time. They want to leave, go here and go there, and do like this, and everybody wants to go somewhere. And all you got to do is concentrate on that little 20, 30, 40% more that you have to do. And then Prabhupada says, then what he says, pada upakara. Pada upakara. Give it to others. Because I'm really seriously, these people have no idea how fortunate they are taking birth as a human in this land. Just like America is the land of opportunity, right? They say that. America is the land of opportunity. You can get the H-1B and the L-1, you get the green card, you get go there and work. I remember Prabhupada gave a lecture to the American Indian Association. Actually, you know what the American Indian Association right now, they're the number two most powerful lobby group in America. Anybody understand what lobby group means? Do you understand that term? You do? Explain it. Yeah, lobby is a group of people who go to the congressmen or senators and they tell them to do their bidding. And, you know, they give them campaign contributions and things like that. They're lobbyists. So the Indians are number two most powerful in America now. Number two. That's pretty profound to get to that spot just, you know, over the years, because a lot of them going there. And so when Prabhupada gave a lecture in 1965, one of the students raised his hand and he said, Swamiji, we've come for technology and knowledge, education. And then Prabhupada responded, yes. The difference between me and you is that I've come to give and you've come to beg. You're the beggar, I'm the giver. He said, because you have abandoned your God-given culture and come to beg, whereas I'm coming to present this country with this great culture. He said, now I will prove to you how great this culture is. He said, I will bring my students back to India and show you how powerful this culture is. He said, many Swamijis and sannyasis come to this country. He said, they even changed their dress. And everybody knows I've not changed my dress. In fact, they have adopted my dress. And he did it. He proved it. He did it smooth sailing. He showed how wonderful and powerful this culture is. Because it's universal. So this place is like America is a land of material opportunity. This is a land of spiritual opportunity. There's no country on this planet, there's none on this planet that has such high level of spiritual knowledge than any other place on this planet. That's just true. It's not PR or just want to try to make you feel good. It's just the truth. The six Goswamis, there's no group who of religious background where they have presented so much information teaching how one can regain their love for the Lord. No, there's no group like that. Nobody's giving information on that level. So I'm seeing that this information is really profound, actually selling itself. And since I've been here, everywhere I go, this sells out. Because who wouldn't want to know about what they've done for themselves? Prabhupada's speaking to you. These ain't my words. All that was just to compile it, put it together. But it's all Prabhupada's words. But the subject matter is you. If you're born here, if you're born in Bharat Bhumi, then he's speaking to you. And who wouldn't want to know about something that they've already done for themselves, but don't know? That's why it's so powerful. That's why I have such weight to it. In fact, last Friday, because BBT, Vrindavan's been printing these, right? They started printing these on my behalf for me. So I got a call Friday and says, Prabhu, they ran out. They have to do a reprinting because the preaching is going and they're starting to see how fortunate they are. There's no more books. They have to reprint again, more printed because they ran out. So Prabhupada is blessing me because I've read this book 25 times already. I just started 26 last night, and there's just so much there that shows how fortunate you are and how we can help these fortunate souls here in this great land. Because actually the airports should be full, the airlines should be packed with people leaving. Not to go to get the H-1B visa, but to give this information to the world. Because that's what Lord Chaitanya's instructions. Pada upakata. First, make yourself perfect, and then give this information to others. And he said that's the best humanitarian activity one can perform. It's the top. Prabhupada said it's the top humanitarian activity one can perform. So once I want to show you something. So when I got here in 2022, the small publisher, they put the bio of the author always on the back. So this is their protocol. But my realization when I got here was it's not about me. It's about Prabhupada and the information. So I told them to take it off. And I put these quotes on there. And the quotes from the book are very powerful. And so I would like to read these quotes just to show you. Prabhupada says, this should be India's mission. India hasn't got to learn from anywhere else. Everything is there. Let him understand the whole philosophy of life perfectly and distribute this. That is India's mission. Page 135. Then he says, you have got so exalted knowledge in India, but you have kept it packed and you are going to beg from others. Take this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, assimilate it, make your life successful, and distribute it throughout the whole world. That I want. Then he says, any Indian, any man who has taken birth on the soil of Bharat Varsha. I like that quote. The soil of Bharat Varsha, India. He has got a special duty, and that duty is to spread Krishna consciousness. He didn't say Hindu. He didn't say Jane. He didn't say any of those nomenclature. He said any man taking birth. Just like Lord Chaitanya, he said, Bada Bhumi Tehola and Manusha Jama Jada. He said, Manusha Jama. Manusha Jama. Anybody who's taking birth here, taking birth here should make their life successful and distribute this knowledge throughout the world. And then Prabhupada says, our India is not meant for exploiting others, but doing good to others. That is India's mission. He says, our teachers, our acharyas do not teach us go and exploit others and bring money. That is not India. So all these type of information Prabhupada is speaking to you to reinforce the importance of this information that the Acharya has given us and helping these people in this country realize how fortunate they are. Because I think India has surpassed China with the number of population, right? Huh? Yeah. Let me see. That just shows you how pious the souls are. They're very pious. They're coming. But they're messing up. They're missing the boat. And if you miss the boat, you got to start all over again. I mean, that's long going, 8,400,000 different species, and have to go from the aquatic, then from the aquatic, you got to go to the plant, and from the plant to the insects, right? Then from the insects to the birds, then from the birds to the other animals. Then one of maybe the different 400,000 different species of humans in this universe. Because this planet is the most auspicious planet in this universe. Did y'all know that? Did you know that? You heard that before? Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that. Of all the planets in this universe, planet Earth is the most auspicious. And in planet Earth, Bharatvarsha, the land, is the most auspicious. And in Bharatvarsha, Bengal is the most auspicious. And in Bengal, Navadvip. And then in Navadvip, Mayapur. Because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because Lord Chaitanya is merciful. He's given freely without no freely love of God. Give freely love of God. So, my request, I'm going to tell you, I was not coming. I wasn't supposed to come here, this trip. I was asked by Bhima Prabhu and other godbrothers to come out. Pune was on my agenda, but not this time, not this particular trip. Something happened, and in Mirror Road, and I saw that on my trip back down to Srirangam that Pune was on that trip. So I rearranged it, and Maharaj Vandavali Maharaj convinced me to come. I'm so happy I came, though. Now, this place has become another part of my itinerary when I'm moving all over this country, over and over and over. You know, it's not like one time. It's not a one time with me. I come back more than once. I'm gonna get on your nerves type. Or here comes SHAMBHU Prabhu again. He's coming back again here. You know, he's coming back again. So I'm very honored to come here. And Prabhupada's really blessed me to do this inspired program. And actually, I'm just like the guitar now. That's what we all are. We're instruments for the Lord's pleasure. So anyone have any questions? Jai. Or comments. You don't have to always be questions. You can have a comment too.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you very much, bro, for your wonderful inspiration to perfect our lives, because we are born on the soil of India. So in
Bharat
Bhumi, yes, not India. So I have been just appealing that only. We have many hundreds of youth all over India who are staying in youth centers. They are studying, or some of them are working, and simultaneously they are having morning program. But daytime they have to go to college, or they have to go for their jobs. And then evening, many times in the cities, they come late also from job, etc. So I was appealing them that you join full time and dedicate yourself at least for a few years, 1, 2, 3, 4 years, and preach, because there are thousands of colleges in just one metropolitan city like Bangalore, more than 1,000 colleges, and many lakhs of boys and girls studying there. We have not been able to even approach them. So apart from this, what else do you suggest in our current lifestyle as ISKCON devotees? What should we do exactly in terms of, like you, in proper times, all of you were joining as brahmacharis, all were within the temple campus only. There was no concept of congregation outside the temple. But
whoa. Go back.
During Prabhupada's time, all of you, whether Prabhujis, Matajis, brahmacharis, sannyasis, all were staying within temple campus premises and going out for preaching. But now our congregation is staying, most of them are staying outside.
No, that's half of what you said is correct. Not all. During Prabhupada's time, there was also outside. There was also devotees living outside. It was a congregation too. The thing about America was Prabhupada. See, what I'm learning now by me traveling all over the world, even in America and the West, what I'm learning. Presentation is very important. Presentation is very important, and even as a musician, you know, as an artist, you got to have your presentation together. Your presentation must be together. Prabhupada's presentation was A+++, and plus. There's not enough pluses for that. It's presentation. You see what I'm saying? And it was that way such that it included everybody. It included everyone. There was no distinctions for all. And he was also able to adjust according to time, place, and circumstance. We're going out now. Well, I'm not saying we. I'm saying some. And I'm not in that group. And what I'm getting ready to say is they're presenting this process as Hindus. We're not Hindus. There's no such word in any of the Shastras, Hindu. I'm not a Hindu. I don't profess that. In fact, I did my own personal research about 5 years back in the USA, and I went to 3 temples. In USA, not here, I mean USA. So I said, if I came to you as a black American coming to you, the temple, and I asked you, what is this religious group? What is it? What is it? What would you tell them? 90% of the devotees said Hindu. I couldn't believe it. And I mean, the devotees as well as the non-devotees, the Hindus, because now it's like a social when it comes to temple. But Prabhupada didn't do that. Prabhupada didn't preach that way. He didn't present it that way. I didn't, when I joined when I was 15, I didn't see it like that because he didn't present it that way. So presentation is very important. We have to present things in such a way that it's all inclusive. Even like when I went to, I had the youth program in Amelia Road this last week, right? I had no idea youth meant men only. I didn't know that. I thought youth means youth. Youth means the age group. But they said, because I had some students who were girls, women, youngsters, college students, I told them to come. And then when they came, they said, no, you can't come because of you're a woman. But I didn't know that. You cannot tell people you can't come. You cannot say no to no one when they come. This is Krishna's house. We're just the caretakers. Anybody, this is for everyone. Anybody. We have to present it like that. Of course, you have your systems as far as how to present it. You have programs for girls too, and you're trying to keep it for not mixing the things, but youth means everybody, not just one group. I've asked many of my friends, does youth mean just men? No, I never heard that before. Youth meaning just men.
Okay, I will rephrase my question. All the boys and girls who are in ISKCON chanting 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra all over Bharat Bhumi, what should they do now at this stage of life, at this period of life? What should they do in order to prove this Bharat Bhumi te haila manushya janmajar, janma sarthak kari, kara paropakar? They are all practicing, boys and girls, 16 rounders. What more is expected?
This is what I tell everybody, not just the youngsters, all of us devotees. We're all in that boat. So it's for everyone. What's that verse? Tasyayvito prayateta kovido. Now lopyate ya brahmatamma paryada. Tal lopyate dukavad anyata sukam. Kalena savatra gambira ramhasya. That's the Srimad Bhagavatam where Narada Muni is speaking to Vyasadeva. What it says, the first Tasyayvito prayateta, what he says, those who are intelligent and philosophically inclined. In life, we all going to have a certain amount of zeros, okay? Some might have 1,000 zeros, some might have 100,000, some might have 200,000, according to karmatic makeup. Because you created this body. This body is a vehicle. That's all it is. You created this body, and everything that's connected to it is coming. And that's for everybody. No one's going to get out of that. It's like you take a flight and you're on the plane, you're going to Mumbai. And once you're on the plane, you think you want to go to Delhi. No. You got to wait till you get off the plane, get another ticket, get back in line, submit your luggage, and get on the plane to go to Delhi. Why? Because you perform all the activities to get that activities to go to the original destination. The same thing is with this body. You've already performed activities with it. And everything that's coming to us, connected to us, coming. Just like, what's that word? What's the last part of it? Now, lupyate ya brahmatam. No. Tau lupyate dukavat anyatasu. No one asked to get sick. Like 5 days ago, I got the virus. Small. I didn't ask to get it. I didn't ask. I didn't go to the pharmacy to ask for the new COVID. Give me a bottle of the new COVID, please. No. Nobody asks for the sickness. It comes on its own accord. Happiness come the same way. So the point I'm making is, don't over-endeavor for all these zeros out here, because if it's meant to happen, it's going to happen without really not much endeavor. And if it's not, it is not happening. I can say that on my personal life. I'm telling you, I had to learn the hard way. If it's meant to be, it's going to happen. If it's not, you can try all you want. It has nothing to do with skills. It has nothing to do with know-how. It's called karma. Just like when Karna, everybody knows the history of Karna in the Mahabharata. He was the oldest of the Pandavas. And he had all the qualities of all the brothers. He was just as handsome as Nakula and Sahadev. He was just as strong as Bhimasena. And he had the same skills Arjuna had with the bow. And he was such wise, just like Yudhisthira. Easily he could have been the head Pandava. Actually, he was the head oldest Pandava. But it wasn't his destiny. He was not destined. So if it's destined, it's going to happen. If it's not, it ain't going to go down. So what's the use doing all that? You put all your efforts into one. Prabhupada said if you put the 1 in front of the 0, immediately becomes 10. Immediately becomes 10. Now, this applies to all of us. Ain't nobody exempt. That's the beauty of the truth. The truth always exists. It was like water's wet today. It's wet today, right? It was wet yesterday. It was wet trillions of years ago, right? It's going to be the same way tomorrow and another trillion billion years. It has nothing to do with, well, that's your opinion, Prabhu. That's what you think, Prabhu. That's how you feel, Prabhu. No, it's a fact, Prabhu. We either have the object of accepting or not, but it don't change. And that's the beauty of it, truth. It does not change, and it applies to all of us. And when we get this in our mind and embrace that mindset, the process with their charge given us, then everything open up for you in your life because you've already made the choice in your spiritual emancipation. So, and plus you are already born here. So just finish the job. Finish the job. Don't allow this other stuff to mess with you, although it's going to come, because Maya, she's a pure devotee. She is a pure devotee. She loves her job. She wants to test. She said, you want to serve my Lord? Okay, let's see. She's going to test, and she ain't going to let up. She's not going to let up because that's her job. But when she sees that, oh, this is a sincere servant of the Lord, then she helps. Because it's two Mayas, Mahamaya and Yoga Maya. This is a science, Prabhus. This is a science. And this science is rich and deep, and it's not cheap. And Prabhupada, I remember, never forget that you said that Not 99.9%, but 100%. That's how deep it is. But it can be achieved, provided we have the shraddha, the faith in the process, and just continue. I mean, it's not going to always be peaches and cream. It's going to be some hardships, and they're coming. But because you adopted this process and the Lord's in the heart, He knows, He'll give you strength. You'll get some strength from Him. Any more questions or comment? Mothers? Wow, nobody has a question or comment, huh? No comment? Wow. So all agreed then, huh? Everybody agreed? Huh? Yes? Okay, that means everybody's going to get a copy of the book too then, huh? Ah, they say, huh? Everybody gets a copy. Please get a copy of this book and read it. And help others too, because they need to know how fortunate they are. That's very important. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Oh, okay. There's a. Give him the mic.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, this quotation of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Bharat Bhumite Manush Jan Holya Jar. So in this shloka, he's talking about Bharat Varsh. So are there quotations of Prabhupada where Prabhupada is telling that this Bharat Varsha means the entire planet Earth, not just this political India which we know today?
It's all in here.
So he's like you have mentioned those quotes also of Prabhupada.
It's all in here. Yes, sir. Your answers are all in here. Really. Prabhupada speaks about it here. Actually, in the bigger picture, I also say that in the bigger picture, planet Earth is also considered Bharat Varsha. That means that just shows you the fortune, not just of this place, of the whole planet. I said that this is the most auspicious planet in this universe, of all the planets in this universe. Actually, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that. Yeah, he says it. Let me share that with you. Yes. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in the land of Bharatvarsha, specifically in Bengal, in the district of Nadia, where Navadvip is situated. It is therefore to be concluded, as stated by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur Prabhupada. You know, Bhaktivinoda Thakur Prabhupada was so astute and well-versed, and he gave so much literature that during his time, they've given him the title, the seventh Goswami. Did y'all know that? The seventh Goswami. And just think, Bhaktivinoda Thakur during his time, before his work with him and Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, before them two, the Vaishnava community was not respected. It was all hodgepodge before him. And that's not very long ago. You see what kind of work that can be done by a powerful personality that the Lord sends. They come to establish Siddhanta and principles. And he says right here that within this universe, the earth is the best planet. And on the planet, the land of Bharatvarsha is the best. In the land of Bharatvarsha, Bengal is still better. And in Bengal, the district of Nadia is still better. And in Nadia, the best place is Navadvip, because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared there to inaugurate the performance of sacrifices, chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. And what is that famous verse given to him by, was it Rupa Goswami? Mo Mahabhinanyaya Krishna Prema Badayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namani Gova Shema. Most magnanimous of all the incarnations, because he's given freely love of God.
Yeah. So Prabhuji, there are instances where Prabhupada was addressing not just Indians, he was addressing a group of foreign devotees, non-Indians, and he was quoting this shloka of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, telling that one who's taken birth in Bharatavarsha. So he was addressing who were not born Indians, but he was addressing to foreigners also. So those things are also there, right?
It's in here. It's in here. Yes, it's correct. It's correct. The thing about this book, of course, I only scratched the surface. Prabhupada spoke about extensively about this subject matter so much, but I did a lot in putting this. It took me 15 years to do this. Not 15 years, constantly working on it. In the 15 years, I worked a couple months, then I stopped for half a year, then I then start up again, like that. So it took 15 years as far as research putting together, because I wasn't trying to write a book. That's why it took 15 years. I was just doing my own personal research for my own self, just for me. And it just took this form, and now it became a book, and now I get to go and help these other souls understand how fortunate they are. Everywhere, not just Bharat Bhumi, but the whole planet. But you have to start somewhere, right? So I started here.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Actually, I had, in my Bhakti Vaibhav course, this was the topic of my presentation. So there I had quoted I just didn't you had done 15 years research. I just 15 days. And someone asked me this question, this shloka, how can you say that this Bharata refers to everyone apart from India? So then you have collected those. Thank you.
Yeah, well, of course, Bharatvarsha also was even a part of Pakistan. It was Afghanistan. I mean, that's just how, over the time, this whole planet at one time was all connected. When Bharat Maharaj, do you know what Bharat means? Bharat?
The entire planet.
The word Bharat.
Bharata means the place where people are engaged in enlightenment. That is one.
Well, not exactly. Bharat means lover of Gyan. Bharat Maharaj is a lover of Gyan. So he loved knowledge. Bharat Maharaj loved. He was a lover of Gyan. So they called it Bharat, which means lover of Gyan. And Varsha, of course, means land. So then that's where they got the word Bharat Varsha. This land that loves knowledge. Everybody knows when it comes to India, anybody in this room right now, if they go to anywhere in the West and put on some tilak or kirtan dhoti and go to a park, they easily could pick up a following. Because they're from India. So he got something. They know something. So they go and see what you got to say, even if it's bogus. That's just how it is. It's just, this is the guru factory. So the information is, that's why we have to present it in such a way that people can understand it and take advantage of it. Yeah, okay.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Thank you for the nice class and knowledge given by you. So you have just mentioned two types of Maya. One Maya, Mahamaya, and the other one is Yoga Maya.
Yes.
So when you are progressing in bhakti, we are saying that we are stuck in Maya. Maya is pulling us down and all these things. So,
No, whoa. No, devotees do that a lot. No, Maya's not pulling you down. You pulling you down.
Yeah.
She's not doing it. You doing it. Yeah. Don't put it on her. It's you. You pulling yourself down. You the one acting. She's just facilitating. She's facilitating the Maya, the fall down. That's all. But it's not her. It's you. Okay, go ahead.
So, what is the difference between Yoga Maya and Mahamaya? Can you please explain?
Yeah. Yoga Maya is on the everything that's on the transcendental platform. Pure transcendental. When you get to the point where you're on 100% pure, then she takes over. No more Maya. Just like the example when we read the pastimes when the cowherd boys and the gopis in Vrindavan and Mother Yasoda and Nanda Maharaj, when they don't even know Krishna is Supreme Lord. They don't know. They just love him because they love. They had saw the gopis. They see Vishnu. Oh, that's Vishnu. They offer Vishnu the respects, but they go back. They go on because they just love Krishna so much. So Yoga Maya, she facilitates that because that is the facility that she allows the devotees to be absorbed in their eternal rasa with the Lord. Because everybody has their eternal rasa with the Lord, however that is. And when that's reestablished, then that takes over. See, it's nothing that has to be understood from outside. It's already there within. What's that verse? Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Satya Kavanaya Shravanaya Surachiti Kadadeo Daya. It's already within. And this process that the Charya's given us, it's like the match and the flint. You take the match and you strike against the flint, the flame comes out. And then it's bloom, the fire's there. So in the same way, the fire of love of God is dormant. And the process that we've given by Prabhupada and the acharyas of our sampradaya is the flint. So we have to strike it. And everything we're doing is allowing us to learn how to light that fire. Light that fire. Like what's the song? Who wrote the song? Oh, I can't remember the names, who the artist, but come on, baby, light that fire. Light that fire. We want to light that fire.
Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. All glory to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. So anybody want a copy of the book, I'll sign it for you as well. But please let me know. Okay. All glory to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Jai.